Hello, my name is Soleil and welcome back to the Little Reader's Corner. So a lot of life updates first. So I just moved, I am about to graduate, and I just got a new job. So a lot has been happening. I'm both like completely overwhelmed and somehow just like zen and living through it. The new place, so there will be an apartment tour at some point. It's still a little bit in the works. It's still a little bit chaotic. I'm still figuring things out. I'm currently filming in front of my DVD shelves because my bookshelves are definitely not organized and there's no wall art anywhere. So this is the most put together area, I guess. I will be graduating soon, but I still have summer classes. I know, it's weird, it's confusing. I can basically walk in commencement with everybody else, but I still have 2 classes in the summer. And I just got a new job. It's focused on a lot of the things that my master's degree was focused on, and I start next week. So this week I have a week off in between jobs, which is very thrilling. Only thing is, it's not like fully a week off because I have my finals this week. So like, you know, I feel like at some point in adulthood, there's just no such thing as like a complete week off unless you're like fully on vacation. But it is what it is. I have one like final exam on Thursday that I am so stressed about because it's my law exam. So not looking forward to that, but I digress. So with all those exciting life updates, this week I really want to both like fully take advantage of having time off and like do a bunch of the things I've been wanting to do, have fun and relax and attempt to recover from burnout, which you cannot do in a week, but you know, you can get started on it. But also I want to make sure that I'm not putting too much pressure on myself this week to have like the perfect week off, because I know myself and I know that I both want to have every single day like completely planned out and all these fun activities, and I know I want to have a baking day and a reading day and a movie watching in bed all day kind of day, and like a fun activity day and like a visiting places day. And like I know that I would love that, but I also need to not feel like I have to get a bunch of things done, because if I'm also like, oh my god, I have to get all these things done, then it's not actually taking time off. And I know this about myself because, you know, just, you gotta have both. So I have a bunch of fun activity ideas. I'm like trying to not block off time for them, but I am going to have kind of like these days that I kind of designate, but I'm not going to be like, I have to finish this, I have to do this, I have to do that, or I should be doing this. No, we're just going to have like themes of each day. So that's the theme of this vlog. Very long intro to tell you that we're going to have kind of different themed days this week, and I'm going to be taking it easy. I'm going to be relaxing. Some things won't be filmed, some things will be, and it is what it is, and I'm very excited about it. So first, let's talk about some of these activities. So I will be having a reading day. I'm not going to necessarily be doing like a 24-hour reading style type of thing. I would love to. I know I really want to. I think that would be exciting and fun, but I also know that that is putting pressure on myself to continuously read for a certain period of time and not allow for things to pop up and life to happen. So I'm not gonna be doing that, but I will have a reading day. I will have a watching movies and TV all day kind of day. I might have a baking day. I have baked a lot in the last 2 days because I just moved into a new kitchen. I just got a Dutch oven. I'm very happy with it. I'm so excited. I have something fun baking related arriving this week, so I feel like we're gonna have to use it and make cookies or something. So there will be some kind of like food day. So yeah, I definitely have those days, and I do want to start working on a craft that I've been wanting to make for so long. I'm so excited about it. Let me get the items. Okay, I've got the items. Do you know what this is? This is my like latest obsession. Oh my god, I love it so much. Basically, to illustrate what we're doing. So this I made over the past like 6 months, not continuously, just every once in a while I would do like a couple rows. So this is how you can make a rug. Oh my god. So basically you have like all of these little like grid patterns, and basically you cut out all of these little bits of yarn all the same length, and then you can just like pull it through and make loops. We'll talk about it more later. But I got a huge one because it has been my dream for months and months and months to make a moss rug. It's gonna take me forever. We are not at all going to finish it this week or even get like remotely close to getting through it this week. I might do like a very long-term video doing the things, but it's gonna take a very long while. So we've got that. This is the little hook that you use. It's a little latch hook, so we'll go over how to use this later, but I'm so excited, and I have so much yarn. So I'm also getting a pom-pom maker because I was making pom-poms with just like a toilet roll, but we're gonna be legit. So I have all of these colors for my moss. I just like went wild. We're gonna use a lot more than this, I know, but this is how we're getting started. It's also pretty soft, which I love. And basically the idea is we're just going to make a bunch of pom-poms and like put them all together, and it'll just be like this fluffy moss situation. Might not make any sense. We'll go over it later when I have the little pom-pom maker thing. So that's gonna be like my main relaxing craft. Also, there's just so much to talk about. Also, I recently updated my Switch, which is so bold and fun and exciting because I had a Switch Lite for the last literally since March 2020, literally since beginning of the pandemic. So about 3 years, loved it, enjoyed it. I haven't used it as much recently because of my master's degree, but I was like, you know what? I would love to be able to use this with my friends and to be able to put it on my TV. So I decided as a graduation gift to myself that I would upgrade it to the regular Switch. Before anyone in the comments is like, why didn't you get the OLED? I don't care. I don't care about the OLED. I read a bunch of articles about it, and from what I can tell from all of the pros and the experts, it's like a slightly bigger screen, which like this size of the screen is already big enough for me. Like it's already bigger than my purse. So like it's already too big in my mind compared to the Lite. It's slightly bigger screen, slightly nicer like color and sound, but not even higher graphics. So, and like slightly larger storage. So like I don't care for that. I really don't care. If a new version comes out soon that actually has like better specs, maybe I'll consider upgrading at some point again. But like I'm super happy and pleased with it. So anyways, that is my very lengthy intro for this week in fun activities and relaxation. First up on the agenda is I am going to go to the bookstore and I'm going to buy Happy Place by Emily Henry. I am a huge fan of Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry so much. I love all of her books. I've read all of them. I still need to finish People We Meet on Vacation. I had a personal thing with like the plot, but now I'm all good to read it. Now I'm good to go. So I'm gonna finish that sometime soon. Yeah, so I just want to buy it in person and have that little book shopping feel, and I'm really close to a Barnes and Noble here, so I'm gonna go check it out. We're gonna have a cozy little wandering, and let's get going. Enough talking. Let's go. Let's go. didn't have Happy Place. Big bummer, big bummer. I mean, come on, Barnes & Noble, like, you know it's gonna attract the crowds, and yet, nothing. So instead, I got some baking supplies because I tried to make a sourdough starter the other day, and when the instructions said rye flour, I was like, ah, they're just saying that. No, they weren't. They did mean rye flour, so I had to go get some rye flour so I can try again at my sourdough starter. Okay, so I showed these to you earlier. I just put these up. I am currently unsure how I feel about them. I don't know, maybe it's the height, maybe it just looks too uniform. I actually like fully measured them out and made sure that they were all like, that they're all hanging straight, that they're all on the same level, that they're same distance apart. Like, I fully committed, and now I'm not sure how I feel about them. So I don't know, but we will figure that out later. Let me know in the comments what you think about them. Maybe I'll still change it. Maybe I'll swap them out for other movie posters. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm about to go to the movies. I'm very excited. I'm going to see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I'm so excited. I love Judy Blume. I can't wait. And so here we go. Here's the little outfit. Great. All right, let's get going. Hello. So I just saw Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. It's the one based off the Judy Blume novel, and it is just quintessential middle school. It is like all of the like preteen anxiety and adolescence and puberty, and just it is a visceral experience. It is a great movie. But gosh, am I glad that I never have to go back to those times. Ooh, it was so fun. And Rachel McAdams as the mom, wow, love it. Kathy Bates as one of the grandmas, wow, love it. The actress who was Margaret was amazing. Just the whole film, it was great. It was a wonderful experience. I love going to the movies by myself. It's just like so therapeutic and relaxing, and it is just, I just have the time of my life. The intro to the like new Regal intro where they're coming in and they're saying all these different movie lines. I have the entire thing memorized. It's embarrassing. I just sit there and I just recite it quietly to myself as it's playing. It's great. I have the best time. I sit in a room all by myself. It's great. Anyways, so that's that. I do have a mini haul, which is so exciting because, as you know, I wanted to get A Happy Place by Emily Henry from Barnes & Noble today, but they were sold out. Big bummer. But when I was getting ready to go to the movies, I was like, hang on, I can stop by Target before I go to the movies. And Target had it, which is so exciting. And it was a little discounted, so a win and a win. I am so excited. I want to start this week. I'm trying to decide what day because I do still have one of my finals this week. Actually, I have two finals this week. Just one of them is a lot more stressful than the other. So I have one tomorrow evening, And then I have one Thursday morning. So I think I might start this either Thursday or Friday because I really want to start this after my finals are done. So I'm a lot less stressed and I can be like present. So I'm thinking Thursday might be my movie day because after my exam, I think I'm just gonna wanna crawl into bed and watch movies all day long. So I think that might be the call. And then Friday, I feel like I'm gonna be energized and I'm gonna start reading. So I think Friday is gonna be my reading day. Friday is also when the new Queen Charlotte Bridgerton series comes out. So I'm binge watching the first few episodes with my friends before going out for Cinco de Mayo. So that's gonna be great. I also got One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. Olivia Blake is the one who wrote the Atlas 6 series. I still have to read the second book in the series, but I read Atlas 6 for I think like my first Dark Academia vlog like 2 something years ago, I think at this point. But I loved it, and this is another work by her. I'm pretty sure this is one of her backlist titles that just got republished in traditional publishing. So I'm excited. The cover is gorgeous. It sounds fascinating. It's about, I think, like a witch family in modern day Manhattan. Yeah, 2 rival witch families fighting for control of their criminal empires. So it sounds like a good time. I've seen a lot of people reading this lately. I haven't seen as many reviews, but the plot's really fascinating to me, so fingers crossed that I like it. But I really wanted to pick that one up. And then I got just like some random home bits that I've been meaning to get. So yeah, and I know tomorrow something really exciting is coming in the mail, which feels unreal. So that's gonna be fun to unbox. But that's it for me tonight. So it's been a solid day. Oh yeah, my little pom-pom thing maker was supposed to come in the mail. Instead, I got a different Amazon package that I hadn't ordered, and it said that it had been delivered, the pom-pom maker. So I'm pretty sure they just messed up my order. So I'm doing a return tomorrow, so I can hopefully get my pom-pom maker thing soon, and I can get started on my moss rug because it was gonna be a lot faster. It's still gonna be very slow. It's gonna take a long time to make this, but it's gonna be quite a bit faster if I can use a pom-pom maker. So hoping that comes sometime this week so we can get started on that. Otherwise, that'll just have to be another vlog. It's gonna be a lot of vlogs because it's gonna take a while to make. But yeah, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. So it is Tuesday and I'm feeling very stressed about my refugee and asylum law class final exam on Thursday. So I am just going to go to a coffee shop and I'm going to study this morning, and I'm just going to make it a nice little pleasant study experience because I'm so stressed. Which is not what you want when you have a week off of work, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna get a really nice latte there. I'm gonna get a really nice croissant, and I am going to bring Happy Place. So I feel like I'm on vacation. So we're gonna see.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona.
Hello. So I felt a lot better after I studied this morning. I feel a lot more prepared. I know I'm prepared. It's an open book exam. I have over 100 pages of notes and my entire textbook is tabbed. And there's a tab guide as well. Like, it's gonna be fine. But because it's such a high stakes exam, and it's because it's a law exam and this is the first time I've taken a law class, I'm just so overwhelmed. but I digress. So I did the studying. I felt a lot better. I took a little bit of a lunch break, then I went to lie down for a bit, and I just haven't moved in the last few hours. I'm so tired. Like, and it totally makes sense because I'm just so exhausted from doing absolutely everything over the past few weeks. Like, I moved, I wrapped up a bunch of projects on my old job, so many things, just so many things, and it's final season now as well, so I am just so exhausted. So makes sense. We knew that there was going to be a lot of resting time, but I still feel weird about taking the time to rest. So I've just been lying here and it's been nice. It's been cozy. I think I am now going to take the time to read some more of Happy Place by Emily Henry. I only made it to like chapter 1 or I made it chapter 2 earlier. I just wanted to have a little bit of cozy reading time before I studied, and I did, and it was nice, and it already, like, just a few pages in, I already know I'm gonna love it. I'm so happy to have this book. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this reading, but I'm gonna have to leave soon anyways for my final presentation that I also don't feel prepared for. So it's a roller coaster of a week. Let's do some reading.
My only hope, I look for the things I don't know. For all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me.
Hello. So it is already around midday. Today was supposed to be my crafting and like artsy day, which it still is because I just finished my May bullet journal setup. I'll give you a closer look in a second, but I also still want to get started on my rug, but the pom-pom thing is supposed to be here this evening. Hopefully it shows up this time and I don't get some weird nonfiction book. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I was supposed to get it like 2 days ago, but instead I opened up the package and it was this really weird nonfiction book, and I was like, okay. Which I'm honestly surprised it's taken this long for me to get the wrong item sent from Amazon. So it's all good. I'm returning. I'm gonna go drop off the return of the random nonfiction book I got and something else in just a second, because I also need to buy a stapler because I printed out all of my notes for my law exam tomorrow, and it's about 120 pages of notes. Go figure. And I really need to staple them, and I just realized that I used to have like a little mini stapler. I don't know where it is, but for 120 pages I need like a full duty stapler, and then even then I don't think it's gonna staple through all of them. But anyway, so now I have to go buy a stapler and I have to drop off the returns. Yeah, so I'm hoping the pom-pom maker comes tonight so I can get started tonight and have like a cozy activity tonight so I can, you know, exude my stress about the exam tomorrow into a creative activity. That would be nice. I also really want to bake some cookies tonight because it was supposed to arrive yesterday, but now it's supposed to arrive today, hopefully. I'm getting a new kitchen appliance as like a grad gift for a master's degree, and I'm so excited. Like, it's like a dream come true type of item. So a shout out to my parents, thank you so much. So I'm really excited. I really want to use it. You probably already guessed what it is. I'm very excited, but it's technically out for delivery, so it should be arriving at some point today, and I really want to be here the moment it arrives, so I'm trying to decide if I should wait until it's here to go and drop off the packages and get the stapler, or if I should just go. I don't know, I can't decide. But anyways, so I just did my bullet journal spread, and I might do some polymer clay. I think I might. I have been on a polymer clay journey this year. Honestly, like the last like 8 months or something, and wow, it is a good time. I have been making a lot of things. Any of the earrings you've seen me wearing, basically every single earring you've seen me wearing, I made, which I think is pretty gosh dang cool. And I have so many supplies at this point. Like, this is how I've been channeling my stress from school, is just so much polymer clay creations. I've made so many earrings at this point. And I love all of them, so I might make some more. I recently got this like postage stamp clay cutter, so that's been really fun. I don't know what I'm gonna make though. I might have to brainstorm that. But anyways, update on the week. So tomorrow I have my law exam, and then I have a meeting, and then after that I think I'm going to watch TV and movies for the entire rest of the day. And then Friday I plan on making scones because I have some friends coming over and we're going to watch Queen Charlotte, the new Bridgerton series. So I'm making scones and they're bringing tea, and I'm very excited. And I also plan on reading more. Oh, and I got to page 115 in Happy Place. I was just reading it last night and this morning. I haven't read like this in forever, and I knew if there was one book that could do it, it was Emily Henry. I love it so much. It's so good. Like, we knew I would love it, but like, it's so good. I love it so much. It's just the way she weaves like character background, and how like all of her characters are three-dimensional. They all feel like real people with like detailed backgrounds and all of these like weird quirks, and it's funny, it's cute, it's romantic, it's all the things, and I love it. Yeah, so that's the state of the nation. I can't believe it. So I have KitchenAid now, which is so wild, and I'm just so happy and excited and so grateful to my wonderful, amazing parents who gave this to me for my master's graduation. But look at it! I'm so excited. So originally the plan was that I was going to immediately wash off all the items and bake some cookies, but I am so stressed for my exam tomorrow, and it's already 5, so I'm gonna bake tomorrow after my exam, and I'm gonna do a little more studying, because what would a break from work be if not studying? So I'm gonna do that. I'll talk to you later, but look, I'm so happy and excited. Oh my god, just so grateful. Oh my god. Okay, so I did some more studying. I feel a lot better now. I keep having moments of panic. Everything's going to be fine, but I think I'm set for tonight. Now I'm gonna do some cozy activities. I might look over my notes again later, but I just realized that I still have project I have to do. So I recently upgraded my Switch. I think I mentioned it earlier. It was my own little gift to myself for finishing my master's degree. I really wanted to upgrade it so that I could use it on my TV and play with friends, and I figured now would be a great time since I just got a new job and I'm graduating with my master's degree and I just moved and everything's just happening. So I did, and I am going to try putting this skin, I guess as we call it, on this. We're keeping our expectations low. I got this off of Etsy. I can link it down below if anyone is interested. It's very cute. It's very foresty. I figured it fit the vibe of my home. I think I got the one where this goes on like the console thing that like connects to the TV, or maybe this goes on the back. Maybe this goes in the back. I don't know, but I know that this is for the controllers because you can see it on the thing. I'm gonna check. I think maybe this goes on the back of this. I don't think I got the one that has a sticker for that. I'm gonna find out before I put these on places, and wish me the best of luck. This is gonna be interesting. You know what, I would say, all things considered, I did a pretty gosh darn good job, and it's almost perfect, but we don't want perfect anyways because perfect's not realistic. So one of the tips on like the instructions was to like very lightly heat it with a hair dryer, which I did, which helped a lot for the edges, like especially the curved parts. Like it did not want to just like naturally stick down. So I was able to get it to stick down, and I like smoothed out most of the creases. You definitely can't tell. You can kind of see like some of it kind of bubbles up in the corners, but like did the best that I can. I'm gonna try to smooth out a couple of these like a little bit slightly bumpy areas. But besides for that, and besides for like there's a little bit of like warping right here on both sides where you can see some of the old color come through. Besides for that, I'd say I did a pretty bang up job. The only thing is I want to make sure that like these bumpy areas, I don't accidentally peel it off when I'm gaming. So I'm just going to warm those up again a little bit and really try to press them down a little bit so I don't accidentally peel them off myself. But look how cute! I think I really like it. I was trying to choose between this that has like a little bit more of like an elaborate pattern on it, and just like a very muted plain like green brown combo. I decided to be adventurous and go for this one, and I think I'm digging it. I think I am. I do have a second set of controllers, so those I actually changed the color you probably saw of like my second set of controllers that I got, which are orange and purple, and the original set I got with the console, which it was the Mario bundle, so they're both red. I didn't change those because I liked that they were both red and they were matching. So I might still get like a sticker pack for that one. I'm not sure. We shall see. But for now, this was a success. Yay! Okay, look what just arrived. It's the pom-pom maker. Finally, I can finally get started on my rug. I am so excited. So I have a couple different colors of yarn, so we're gonna test out a couple of these. What's really exciting is that there's multiple different sizes, so it's gonna be so great for the moss rug. I'm so excited. Okay, how do we get in this? Ooh. Oh, we're in. We are in. Oh, this is so thrilling. We are living our crafting dreams today. Okay, so the way that these things work is basically you open them up and then you have it like this, and then you twirl the yarn all around this part, and then you close it, do the other side, and then afterwards you can basically do the one in between that loops them all together, and then you can just cut it and you're done. So I'm so excited. Let's give it a shot. And just like that, we have our first pom-pom. So it's a little bit smaller because I did not loop as much thread around it as I'm going to, because I wanted to do a little test run to see how the thing works. I've never actually used one of these, but it's actually very simple once I figured out what I was supposed to do. So there it is. Ah! So I have got a couple different colors. I've got this kind of like base mossy green, then I've got a really bright green as like a highlight, and then I've got a darker mossy green as a low light, and then a brown as kind of like a different color, as well as a yellow. I don't think I'm going to do the yellow until like maybe if I want like different color interspersed with it, then maybe, but otherwise I'm just going to stick to my base greens and my brown and see how it goes, and then later I can mix it up a little bit. But I have quite a bit of yarn, so hopefully, I don't think honestly that this will last for the entire moss rug, because as I mentioned, this is a long-term project and it's going to take a while. We'll see how far it gets me, but I'm glad that you were here for the beginning of it. So anyways, I am going to watch some TV, eat some snacks, and just make a bunch of pom-poms. What else would I do, you know? I did it! I did my log exam this morning. I think I did really well. We'll find out. I feel good about it. I knew what cases to argue and what things to bring up and all of the rules, and I think I did a good job. I worked really hard on it, so fingers crossed. And I also just submitted my final master's thesis capstone research project. So I'm done for the semester. I still have 2.5 classes for the summer, but we're not gonna worry about that now. That doesn't start till June. So for now, I did it, it's over. I can celebrate, and now I can finally relax with my last like 3.5 days off before I start my new job. I'm so excited to start my new job. So it's gonna be great. I'm gonna make some cookies.
If I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper, would it make any difference? Would it change for the better? If I wrote you a poem, if I posted a letter? Is it maybe because I never knew quite where I was?
Good morning. I'm about to go get my hair cut, so we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. I'm not doing anything drastic, but you never know. So here we go. Haircut.
supposed to do.
So I just finished baking the lemon rosemary scones. They're really good. I made an extra glaze on top and it is amazing. I love them so much. I also have my lemon tea cake loaf that I made yesterday, and I just put in the cookies that I made yesterday as well. So, but I have some of my friends coming over for a Bridgerton tea party, watch party, because the new series Queen Charlotte, all about the Queen, Charlotte, and the King when they were young and when they fell in love and when they met, just came out like a day or two ago. All of us have tried to avoid any possible spoilers on the internet. No one has watched it yet. I am so excited. We're gonna try to get through as many episodes as possible. I'm so excited. Also, happy place. So I was going to share my initial thoughts and share my thoughts while I read it and throughout the reading process. However, now I'm on page 380. So maybe that tells you what my initial thoughts were. So even though I am nearing the end, I mean, it already says enough that I read this within like 2 days. I just have the last bit. My oven is now preheated. I just have the last bit to read. I'm trying to decide if I want to savor it or just read it all in one go. I was planning on finishing this today, but then my haircut took a little bit longer. I had to go get some more baking supplies, had to make all the scones. The scones almost went completely sideways because I forgot to add the lemon and the rosemary into the initial dough, and you're not supposed to overwork the dough, so I had to try to like slap it in there somehow, and that's why I made the glaze. So I'm probably not gonna be able to finish this today. I do still have like an hour until my friends arrive, but I don't want to rush this, you know, and I'm probably gonna be really sad when it's over and I'm gonna have a little bit of book hangover because I love Emily Henry's books so much. So let's talk thoughts. One of my least favorite, like, not tropes, but one of my least favorite obstacles in romance books is communication. I hate miscommunication. I hate it when people don't communicate their feelings. I hate when that's the main obstacle of a book. And it is like the main like obstacle slash trope in romance novels, which I get. I just need to mix up every once in a while. This is, I think, mainly a miscommunication and a communication trope. That's kind of what I'm getting. I haven't finished it yet. That's the feeling I'm getting, but it's not in the same way as with other books. So when I started getting the feeling that it was going that way, I was like, but we're good because it's amazing. And it's not as, I don't know, maybe it is as obvious and I just don't care because it's Emily Henry. But, you know, that's just, you know, so I know some other people also don't really like the miscommunication trope. It just gets really annoying. But her writing style is just so amazing. She just brings in so many details and adjectives and observations about the surrounding world, so it feels really real and realistic. Her characters are so fleshed out and three-dimensional. They all have like little quirks and they all have their own faults and backstories, and she weaves in so many like multiple kind of like timeline narratives sometimes. This one is very much split into kind of two different timelines, which her other books aren't as much. But either way, she always kind of weaves in this like history and this backstory and just brings in all these separate elements that you feel like it's a full story, that you're just getting a glimpse into someone's life, but that they have a full life. And I love that so much, and it's just so good. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's definitely feeling like 5 stars. I am trying to figure out what book I'm going to start next because I don't want to be in a book hangover, because I finally have a break from school and I feel so relieved, and I want to read before my summer classes start. So I'm trying to figure out what book to pick up next. In my next vlog, you'll see which one I end up picking up. I think I'm going to read Tide Song by Wendy Xu, which is a graphic novel. I'll show you later. Or One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, because I started that one, but I never ended up finishing it. Or tomorrow. I can't remember the author of that one. Gabrielle, something like that. I've heard amazing things about that one. And one of my old coworkers, she really loved that one too and was telling me to read it. So let me know if you have thoughts on any of those. Otherwise, if you have any recommendations, let me know. And let's have a tea party. Hello! So I'm about to go to Embassy Day World Tour Day in DC, which is an event where 50 plus of the embassies open up their doors and there's activities and food, and you get to go inside the embassies and see art and talk to people that work there, and it's really cool. And it's the first time it's happening in the last like 3 years because of COVID, so I'm so excited. I'm going with 2 of my friends, so let's go.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out.
Hello. Okay, we're trying a new filming setup because I just rearranged my bedroom. We're unsure how we feel about it right now. I moved everything around to try out a different setup. Before, I had one of the windows behind my bed. I liked it, but it kind of made the room feel like really big and weirdly empty. Now I moved things around and now it feels strangely small. So I'm trying to find a happy medium. We might try another location for the bed again. Anyways, so I'm here to discuss my final thoughts about Happy Place because I finished it this morning, and to close out the vlog. So I basically only had like 100 pages left last time I updated, and I read all of them this morning. I love this book. This is definitely a 5-star read for me. Towards the end, I was getting a little nervous. I was like, oh no, what's the ending gonna be? How's this all gonna pan out? But I loved it. I feel really good about it. And I highly recommend this book. As I said, this definitely has like miscommunication as the main conflict or obstacle of the story. So if that's something you're kind of over or tired with, I think that Emily Henry does a really great job with it. So even though I was kind of tired of it as like one of the main recurring conflicts in romance books, I still loved it. I think she did a great job with it. I feel like it is a rather unique story. It's kind of a different type of love story. Basically, it's about these 2 people who were engaged, they were in love, and then all of a sudden they broke up. But now the 2 of them end up going on their annual summer vacation with their best friends. They're all one big friend group, and they decide to pretend like they are still together, they're still engaged, even though they broke up a few months ago. So there's kind of like a lot of tension, but a lot of passion, and there's a lot of miscommunication going on. All of the friends have really like rich character backstories, as I mentioned before. And it's just such a quick and fun read. Like, I breezed through it. It was so good. And I was constantly surprised by the way that Emily Henry sped up certain moments and slowed down other moments. Sometimes when they were doing like an activity on their vacation, it was a lot more detailed and in-depth than I would have expected, and then other times she just kind of like jumped ahead, which I thought was really helpful because sometimes you don't need to sit there and hear about the entire night, because sometimes you only need to hear about a portion of the night. So overall, loved it, highly recommend it. Love Emily Henry's work. Can't wait to read the next one. That is it for my vlog. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this week off that I had from work. I start my new job tomorrow. I am so excited. I'm very much looking forward to it. I already bought 2 plants for my new desk, so I can't wait. But that is it for the vlog. If you've gotten this far, please leave me a flower emoji or type the word flower. Let me know what you're currently reading, watching, or hobby that you're enjoying, and I will see you in the next one.